Okay guys, so this is a Katarina Z Ionia Noxus deck, focusing on recalling and just kind of overpowering your opponent with attacks. So you run 3 Katarina, which is probably my favourite champion I've come across so far. So she has a quick attack, so it's basically first strike. If she's attacking, she hits first, so if she kills it, she won't take any damage. And when she's struck, she recalls herself as well, which means she comes back to your hand, and that will level her up. And when she's leveled up, she becomes a 4/3, and every time you play her, she readies your attack. So even if it's not your round to attack, you play her, you can still attack, and she keeps the recall me effect as well. And along with Zed, he's got quick attack as well, which is super strong. And when he attacks, he creates a living shadow, which is the same stats as him, so in this case 3/2, and it has the ability where when it attacks, it dies. And he will level up when him and his shadow has struck the enemy nexus twice. So if they both hit once, he levels up. If he hits twice, he levels up. And then he basically creates a living shadow with his stats and keywords. So it would gain quick attack, which just helps to clear things off the board. So along with that, you're running some things to kind of stall or like get to your combo pieces, like Katarina and stuff like that. So you've got your Inspiring Mentor to buff Zed or Katarina up, so it's harder to remove. Legion's Rearguard's the deck's kind of aggressive, so Rearguard's really good. Early game just keeps hitting damage. Recall lets you save allies. Phase, one of my favourite cards. Anytime you stun or recall, because you're running a good amount of stuns and Katarina recalls, and you've got a couple other cards to do it, it gains +2 and it has quick attack. It's one of my favourite cards to use in all decks. So basically we run this along with other things for the recall package. So you've got things like the one shadow shift, because I just wanted to fit it in, and basically it recalls an enemy, it recalls an ally, sorry, and it summons a 3/2 in its place that dies at the end of the turn. And then you've also got things, one decisive maneuver, which I didn't see that often, so it stuns an enemy and then all allies get +2, really useful. Legion General links in with the stunned recalled effect, so every time something is stunned or recalled, he'll gain +1/+1 in your hand or in your deck, so when you play him and you've done 6 things, he's a 10/10 for 5. Then the one Minotaur to stun things as well. Yon the Wind Chaser's really strong, 7/6/6, stun 2 enemies, must include. We're running one Mina sword, Swiftfoot as well. Didn't see her too often. I don't think I actually got to use her in any of the games that I won. Any of the main games, you don't want to see her early. So when you play her, she recalls 3 enemies, so she bounces 3 things to hand. It's really good. Along with that, just kind of running some sort of filler things, so things like Shadow Assassin, 2 of this, because when it's summoned it draws a card, and Elusive's quite good as well. 3 Deny, anytime you run Ionia, you run 3 Deny, it's incredible, it's just a cancel. Kill and Strike to remove some of the annoying stuff early game, things like even if they play like a Yasuo on their turn, or like a Katarina or whatever, you can Kill and Strike it and just get rid of it. Arachnoid Sentry, really good, one of my favourite cards. It just stuns something when it comes in. But that's the gist of the deck. You're focusing on getting Katarina and Zed out and kind of bursting them to death. Because Katarina, if you strike, you can then play it again and you'll get to attack a second time. So yeah, it's just like a sort of recursion, keep recalling, keep things going, keep pressing your opponent. It's really good. So without any further ado, we'll get into the games and I hope you guys enjoy. So I've used the majority of our build cards. This is garbage. Keep denying it. This hand is trash. Jeez. That really doesn't help it either. We can't even play him because we don't have anything else to do. Oh, but this guy's hands is trash as mine. Doubt it.
Let the bloodshed begin.
And we've got enough to deny something anyway. First thing I got is strike with Katarina.
Quick as the blade.
That's right off the bat. Hit with Katarina, bounce back down that. That's fine. Oh, it doesn't count as striking. God damn it.
Bring me the calm of an ice-shrouded world.
It's Start of round, frostbite is strongest enemy. Lovely. There's no point on this one now. Get rid of the frostbite.
Ice runs in our veins.
Oh, we probably shouldn't stop that actually, so we can like deal with it. I would rather have it dealt with. It's fine, we can use this to bounce this back again.
Winter is
Another
the
one?
Freljord's true ruler.
Jeez.
There's always a way out.
Bounce this guy back. Get two of them now. So they're both gonna get frostbite, I guess. Why wouldn't they swing there?
Sends chills up my spine.
There's not.
Or bleed.
Still the weakest, I guess. This card's pretty powerful. I kinda always run all sorts of champions. I kinda overlooked this card when I was going through that build. Partly 'cause I thought 5 cost 3/3's the best.
There's a
Currently
scent in
seeing
the air.
its strength, especially when I have such a slow start. Do you wanna-
Gotcha.
It's fine.
I accept.
Only fools hesitate.
So we could return Katarina here. See how benefit. So, let her attack through.
This might hurt.
Then two things are gonna get frostbite again. Oh no, that's fine. Is that fine? That's fine. We weren't getting anything out of her anyway, so her dying's not there. So this is gonna get stuck.
Ice runs in our veins.
Actually, this is actually stuck. Crap. Don't know if I actually want dead. Gotcha.
My aim is true.
Oh my god.
Faster than my
Can you
arrow?
remove
I
the
think
majority
not.
of his deck? The majority of what he's got board. Like centuries damage. You probably want to attack now. We're in a very odd position. Brooklyn and this
I'm getting
helps.
warmed up.
Sends chills up my spine.
Got another Minotaur.
For the right coin. Frostbite an enemy. Then frostbite enemies with 3 or less health draw card. That's a lot of hassle I don't want to deal with. We need to watch out, we need to keep a deny now for when he gets the next 12 crossbow. If we swing with that,
Act
we'll just get
softly,
frostbite.
strike quickly.
So we can swing with this. And we will end our turn, I guess. So it doesn't really split anything. So then that's got crossbow.
The frost reveals all to me.
Stun. This card's gonna come in handy.
Agarosans, stand together!
call that sneaky?
That's...
Don't let the fluffy tails fool you.
And then now Faye's gonna start getting bigger, which is gonna be super useful. There's the mother's call we were waiting on. Deny that.
I don't think you'll run more than 2 of that.
And 2 is probably stretched, to be honest. And that can push the spider back.
Underestimate.
Buffs up
I
Faye.
dare you.
So in fact, he's still got an option, we just probably oh shit, I can kill Ashley.
Ice runs in our veins.
We'll kill Ash. Forgot about that.
So cold.
That needs to have something.
Oh, follows 4 less power on that. Shit, the guy in our hand?
No. Oh, that's so rough.
I thought you'd run.
Oh my god, that is so rough.
I'm getting warmed up. Time to work.
Oh no.
Freeze, that's fine. Nah, we're not gonna waste the... But Yasuo, now you can start hitting
Maybe
us.
I do have
Every time we get stunned.
You'll hit it for 5, it's nice.
follow the wind.
Oh, that absolutely destroyed us though, jeez. And that was enough for 5. That's so sweet.
Fresh catch? Well, it was
Yeah,
fresh.
now I had the flower, just much more.
Got the mana, we might as well use this to stun this, and then he can. Yasuo can kill it as well, so it's just out of the way. Probably still waited. I think I got fun out of it actually.
Man overboard!
This match has been really grindy. It's been a fun match though.
But we got Yasuo out, which is a big help in hands right now.
Okay. Just gonna clear everything. Clears Yasuo.
That does mean our perma stuns out of the way as well.
It's good plan, it's good. Not
Many tribes, one Freljord.
It's not fine, it's a really strong card, but
This is our home.
take it.
We see through all.
Oh, come on. Give us some. There we go, there's some.
Never play fair.
Yay, that's fine.
Freeze the blade.
Attack Katarina.
Fly away while you can.
try and do this.
Violence solves everything.
There again.
Let the bloodshed begin.
Try again.
Freeze the blade.
And we do have the recall if we need it, it's fine.
My
to
training
block.
is unconventional.
Yep, remember that. Yasuo again.
All
Oh,
right, fill the valley.
How did that move go?
do we care what we call him? Yeah, we can let Yasuo if we got that. Let's go overwhelm actually, so that was yeah, play out. Yasuo.
One spring for each crab I saw today.
Death is like the wind, always by my side.
This is kinda going all in now. It's kinda worried.
Never play big.
Is he gonna kill everyone? Bastard. Just save 3 goals. It's just 2 of that now, he shouldn't have many more. Really overextending though, and stuff like this. Pass. It's a 1 man. So escape the abomination would die. It's not even worth dealing with. Except someone's a 4-4 that we don't want to have to deal with. Ah, never mind. Yeah, so it's back. Lovely. Let's go.
Sleep is for the guiltless.
It's been a really fun game. I really need to stop throwing Yasuos at the wall though. We'll try holding a bit. So this is smarter.
Some things never dull.
It's fine, we'll swing there. We'll block it and then we can spider it, I guess. I can't block actually, so it doesn't matter.
Take heart.
It's a nice Brom you have. Should remove game, hopefully. You might have a frostbite for Yasuo then. Get your Brom out of the game.
Stay safe, my friend.
Kill all units. Don't do all units. That's fine. Pass. Oh, come on. Leave Yasuo alone. Oh, I've got no Yasuos left. I've got 1 Katarina.
Something ancient stirs.
Can't block. They want all enemies. It's fine.
Think you're fast? Cute.
Let's turn
Oh,
the
my
enemy
homeland!
back.
Endless cold.
Take the 8.
Endless peace.
Okay.
All will kneel before
Jeez.
Noxus.
24.
They're out there. I'll spot them. Remember your training.
24. Jesus Christ. I've got left in death. 14. He's got 16. In the round. We can stun 2 of his guys next turn if he plays something. Oh my lord.
Let's soar!
So yeah, we'll block these 2.
I earned my rank.
Want to see these moves up close?
And then we'll play him out and get another one.
Rend the skies! Tomorrow we rise anew.
Can you imagine if it's an overlord? That'd be insane. Absolutely nuts.
We will not fail.
24.
Who would face me?
It's perfectly fine.
Eternal winter!
Does it deal 2? 2
Yasuo!
double
Show
stun.
yourself!
please don't have anything in response to this. Yes! Oh, what a game. Oh, it was amazing. This one gets a video of its own.